Hey besties, so I'm coming to you guys a little bit different than what I normally do come to you guys setting wise. I really want to make sure that I am consistent and I'm getting this content out, so I figured that I would, have some car chronicles today and that I would just pull over and talk to you guys really quick instead of trying to get home and pull out all my stuff, and sometimes that takes more time than it needs to take. So I hope that you guys are okay with a little bit of car chronicles, and I'm hoping that the lighting is not horrible. If it is, please bear with me. I will get it together when I have my car chronicles. So I've been seeing this video circling around YouTube, and the video talks about what happens when you save your first $10,000, and that there's like this mindset shift in you. And there are so many things that you unlock when you save your first $10,000. And while I believe that that is 100% true, that when you hit certain thresholds of savings, it really can unlock the world to you. But I want to come to a place and I want to talk to you about when I saved my first $1,000 and what that did for me. If you've been here for a while, then you remember in the beginning of 2024, in the beginning of 2025, the end of 2024, I talked about saving your first $1,000, and I wanted to get 1,000 women to save $1,000. And the significance of that was because I knew what saving $1,000 did for me. And it put me in the place where I am now financially. A while back when I was I'm being real dramatic. But when I was a young adult, and for a while, I had never saved $1,000 before. And when someone had suggested it to me because they were going through the Dave Ramsey program, and they were like, yeah, let's save $1,000. And I was like, absolutely. There's no way I can save $1,000. Not me. I tell you guys this story all the time. Like, not me. I cannot do it. I've seen $1,000 hit my account in the form of a paycheck, but once that hit my account, then I started, paying bills and going out and doing whatever. But I've never had $1,000 just chilling and being there outside of me receiving like a lump sum of money and having it there, but actually having to save a little bit over time to reach that amount. And for a long time, I was like, I can't do it. But then, of course, once I changed my mind and I decided that I wanted to do better with managing my money and my finances, I still didn't even know or see how I would be able to save that amount of money at that time. I just knew that I wanted to be better. Let me tell you, the first $1,000 that I saved, it was for my daughter, and it was for school clothes. So I used to watch a lot of YouTube. Well, I still watch a lot of YouTube, but I was watching a lot of financial content, and that's when I had first learned about sinking funds. And I said, oh, okay, so I'm going to start a school sinking fund for my daughter. And when it's time for her to go to school, I want her to have $1,000 to go school shopping, which I had never done before. When it came to school shopping, I was always robbing Peter to pay Paul. I would take my bill money, buy clothes for her. I would be late on my bills. You know the cycle. You know the deal. So I saved the $1,000 in cash. And I gave it to her, and I said, this is what you have for school clothes. And even she was like amazed, like, oh my God. Like, she was telling her friends, like, oh my God, my mom gave me $1,000 to go school shopping. And that unlocked something for me. First of all, I I then proved to myself that I can do anything that I put my mind to. I could do anything that I set my mind out to do. If I have a system and a plan, and I follow that system and that plan, I'm gonna reach my goal. No matter if there are things that may come in as a monkey wrench, or whenever you're trying to start doing something right, something always happens and it seems like you can never get up off the ground to meet that goal or save that money. And it didn't matter what happened. I had a certain amount of money that I was saving each paycheck because I wanted to really meet that goal. So it taught me that I was able to do anything that I set my mind to. So that was the first lesson that I learned when I saved my $1,000. It gave me an extra boost of confidence. Like, so I can save $1,000, right? So I learned that being disciplined and following the plan, sky's the limit. Let me tell you another thing that I learned is that money is truly a tool. I'm going to talk about, that was when I saved my first 1,000. Then I knew, like, okay, I can budget, I can pay my bills on time, I can do all of these things. And that was kind of like the beginning of my journey. And saving $1,000 then became easy, right? Because I was able to do it then. After I did that, I did the $5 challenge, and I also did a 12-month challenge and a $1 challenge. And the first time I had tried to do the $5 challenge, it didn't work because my mindset wasn't there. I really didn't have that discipline. But after I saved that first 1,000, then I did the $5 challenge, and I said I was going to do it for 1 year. I did it for a year. And then that's when I think I had saved like $3,000 or a little bit over $3,000. That really taught me that if I save a little bit over time, it is going to multiply and add up to something bigger. And that taught me that I can save any amount of money that I want to save. If I have a plan, I have a system and a routine. Now I believe in myself. I'm going to follow it, and I can do anything. I could save any amount of money. Then I set myself out to save $10,000. It was so much easier to save the 10 because I had already saved the 1, and I had already proved to myself that I was able to manage money. When I paid off $30,000 worth of debt, you guys probably remember that video. I cried, and I'm like, 30,000? Like, how? And I did it. A little bit over time, I was able to pay off that debt, and I also was able to save money as well. Saving that $10,000 taught me I could save 20, I can save 30. And it doesn't have to be in a bulk amount given to me. As long as I have a system, as long as I have a plan, as long as I follow it, and I have a routine, I can save 20, 30, 40, $50,000. Really, when I say these numbers, it really doesn't faze me as where it would have fazed me in the past, like the $1,000 did. Now I can save $1,000 like that. $1,000 to me is nothing. And probably to a lot of other people too. But because I have seen and felt and counted $1,000 multiple times, it's nothing to me. I can save it like that. I can save 2,000 like that, 10. And it doesn't faze me. I remember also, I'll tell you this, and I wonder if anybody else have had this feeling or had this, feeling before. I remember when I couldn't save $1,000, which meant that anytime I did have cash on me, It was probably like a $5 or $10 bill, $20 bills, but I didn't rarely have $100 bills on me. And when I did see somebody who had like $100 bill, it made me feel like, wow, they are awesome with money, or they have $100 bill. Like, wow, like that $100 bill is a big, that like, it's big to have $100 bill, right? The fact, once I saved that 1,000, because I went and I had 10 $100 bills, and I just kept counting it. I counted that money so many times, to where now when I see $100 bill, it's nothing to me. Not that it's nothing, it's something, but it doesn't have the feeling of I can't have, or I can't achieve this, or, you know, I literally see money as a tool now. And I see it as access, right? Access to so many different things. Access to have been able to be unemployed for a year. Access to good experiences and traveling. Access to education. Access to being able to help those who I am able to help, my friends and my family, and even strangers, being able to pour into others, just access to be a blessing. Access, it's just that it's access. You know, so saving that $1,000 will unlock so much in you. I know, you know, they talk about the 10,000, but if you can save 10,000, if you can save 5,000, because let's not skip the 5. If you can save 5,000, and I'm talking about incrementally over time, not just receiving a bulk of money and putting it up in a savings account. That's great too. You know, if you're able to put it up and save it and don't spend it. But that first 1,000, it does something to your confidence, to your belief system, to your mindset, to your bank account. It gives you a boost of self-esteem, because you were able to do that. So I just want to encourage you today, if you have never saved $1,000 before, I encourage you to save $1,000. Okay. And I'm going to give you in the comments, or like in the comments or in the description, like a plan of how you can save the $1,000. It may take you a year, it may take you 2 years, but it builds strength, endurance, patience. It builds so much in you that you can literally run the world. You can run your world just by saving your first 1,000. So I get the 10 that's going around on YouTube, but that 1,000 is significant. It is just as significant as the 10, as the 5, as the 20, as the 30, as the 40. It is significant to see that money just sitting in the account and just hanging out. Okay? So I hope that this chat has given you some encouragement to save your first $1,000 if you have never saved it before. If you have saved $1,000 before, let's do like we always do. Put in the chat or in the comments, in the group chat down below. I heard the Weekend Watch, she always calls it the group chat. Put in the group chat down below, the community board. We're going to find something to call it. And you guys can give me some suggestions of what we want to call our chat, our comments. But put down below, how did you feel when you saved your first $1,000? And encourage someone else who hasn't done it, because I know I kind of got off track in 2025, because y'all know what I was going through so much, and I'm still, but my mindset has even changed, even with what I'm going through now. But 2026, I'm going to get my 1,000 women to save $1,000. I'm going to get it. It's going to happen. So I'm going to put some plans down below, but then I also some like plans for you to follow if you want to do that. But then I also want the besties to put down and encourage the next woman, the next man, to save that 1,000, because it is significant. I'm trying to tell you, that first 1,000, then you can save 10,000, and you can save, if you can save 1,000, you can save whatever you want. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for our first Car Chronicles. And also let me know if you like the Car Chronicles, because we can definitely keep doing it. But I will see you besties in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
You special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do it.